Hi, good morning. This is DeVaughn Dames from DeVaughn Dames International. It's June 29th, and this is after the Brexit was unable to pass, where Britain has decided to exit the EU, which created so much turmoil this week. Well, we won't let that affect us. We simply trade the market as they are and allow the market to tell us what it wants to do. And that's how we make money. But today, we wanted to discuss this price channel effect right here where it says percentage P. Now, for those of you who don't know what price channel, in essence, is a dynamic support and resistance level system where the price consists of basically two upper lines showing the highest and lowest over a given time period. They are consistently adjusted to reflect recently new highs and lows, as represented in these numbers here. Now, we could get into the calculations, but that's not really important. What is important at this particular time is understanding where money is going. So if I sort this to its highest form first, okay, so we notice 100% of the price channel is 102%, and that's reflective of this company called FNV, which is Franco-Nevada Corporation. Now, we'll get in to see what that looks like in a little bit, but right now, money is going into two companies, namely gold, which is now 103%, and I hope I'll get an opportunity to show you what that looks like. So let me select it, and then we can go to screen number 2. Gold. This is the representation of gold in TradeStation, and as we can tell from the Renko window, which is my upper left window over here, that this thing is trending up. Green, means money going in. Red means money coming out. And this one is per second. Each one of these green bars represent a 50-cent move. So 2 green bars represent $1, $4, $2, $6, $3. So in essence, today, we can look and see what its percentage moved from the previous day yesterday. But we can even go further and dig deeper into the trend. Now we know that the daily bar representation in TradeStation indicates a trend analysis for us that makes it easier for us to understand. So we can look at gold a little bit better. So as the volatility in the market increased, everyone normally puts their money in gold because they're afraid of losing value. So they tie their money over in companies that are involved in mining into the stock market whenever there's uncertainty. So I have that as one of my watch lists so that we'll know exactly how to analyze that. However, let's see, can't get a daily reading on this one, but from about the 8th of May, this company has been inclining from about $84.78, where it is today at $108.67. Now, does that indicate a buying opportunity for us or a shorting opportunity? Well, according to this map, it showed that there was a consolidation to the bottom, and this thing just took off like a rocket. So the appreciation in this was $28 approximately. So you got about a $24 and change move between May 8th and today's date. So from June 8th to present day, which is June 29th, which is approximately 20 days, we had about a $24 move to the upside in gold. Now, had we gotten anywhere in this measure between $86 or $90, we would have still taken advantage of the upside. Me personally, I like to buy stocks not at the bottom. If I miss the bottom or I miss the top, that's okay with me. And be comfortable with that, because you'd realize that you don't have to be perfect all the time. You just have to catch a portion of it. So today, in analyzing gold, we're simply going to take a look that is where money is flowing in today. Going back to our price channel, all of these companies in red, I would say anyone that's in the top 90 percentile, they're all going to be strong companies moving on the upside, going into a very strong price channel. However, these price channels, they can switch on you at any given time. So we normally keep an eye on these every now and then to see exactly our position and our disposition, to make sure that our threshold for profits was not eroded by a sudden change in the market. And there again, markets change all the time. So we like to look at our price channel indicator as an indicator of where money is flowing. So as we can tell, PKG, which is one of the stocks that we had looked at earlier in an earlier trading session, is now money is flowing into there. So if we take a look at what that looks like, we can tell on the daily they're trading positively. However, from a trending mechanism, I would not get into this company just yet on the long side, even though money is going into it, until I see some green. So I don't mind missing the bottom, and I don't mind missing the top. I like consistency, whereby price is moving in one direction for a considerable long period of time. So that's how we look at the price channel, and that's how we measure it as it relates to some of the tools in Charles Schwab. Now, I have changed my monitor 1 and monitor 4 to give more of a outlook as it relates to a longer term vision. So instead of day trading certain markets, we would look to take a longer position in them. So in order to take a longer position in them, I have isolated my screen number 1 to produce 12 stocks that we can view at any given point in time to see exactly where they are. And if you notice the top left-hand corner, gold is there. So I can tell exactly the direction of any one of these companies. So this is Fossil, this is PKG, this is CNC, this is DPZ, which is Domino's Pizza, Blue, which is a pharmaceutical, Judo, Cyber, McDonald's, MCO. We also have HOT, which is hotel industry, CVS. We have Manpower on these locations. So at any particular given time, whatever the trend is, and as we said, if the trend is your friend, why fight it? If I'm to take a position in Fossil and that position goes against me, I will be well aware of what trend I'm in. Right now, Fossil is in a downtrend, even though today is its up day. If I'm to pick a position, this is already in red. So why would I fight that? Now, there are other strategies to help as it relates to what happens when this changes. Suppose I'm in a short position and this goes against me and takes off to the upside. What do I do? Well, those are the secrets for trading that have to be manipulated and understand. So, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what the overall market looks like as it relates to looking at 12 stocks one time in a visual in this manner. However, we can go over to monitor 4 as well and see an additional 12. So technically speaking, from both screens, I can see 24 stocks one time. And to me, that sounds incredible. So this one is Caterpillar. This one is Inchy. This one is Swanks. PXD had a large movement to the downside over the last trading days with pre-exit. Hershey, HSY, also have a negative outlook at this particular time. EA Sports, for all those gamers out there, is trending negatively. CRM, which is Salesforce, just had a peak. Just barely peaking. Does that mean that this is a change in trend? Quite possibly. Who knows? But at the same token, we need to have our strategies in place as it relates to change. So if we're going to look, for me, if I see CRM, Salesforce at this particular juncture, and I see a little peaking in green, I would search it a little bit deeper and do a general analysis myself, and I'll take you to that window in a little bit to show you what that looks like for CRM, to see if I would be interested in going long in this company. CMG, which is Chipotle, they, of course, ever since their demise with the healthcare scare that they had in Boston, and I don't remember the other location, but I know one location was in Boston and they had another location. They've been trending down on the downward trend ever since. So they're very expensive. They're at $403 per share. So for those of you who can afford something like this is something that you'd be very careful with. But they have started to trend to its upside. CAVM, they have been trending negatively approximately May. So from about, they've been trending even since April. So since April, they've been trending negatively since April. But that's not to affect us. The fact is that, there are other strategies in here to protect your positions, and we'll get into some of those a little later on. But to give you a bird's eye view of what it takes in order to manage your trades, this gives you more real estate as you look over the windows and just oversee the landscape of the money that you can be making. But don't let the money jade your vision as it relates to trading, because there are times you lose. And if you can't handle your losses, stay out of this game, please. And bear in mind, as a disclaimer, this is just for educational purposes. I'm not a broker, so I'm not the one to tell you exactly what to trade, but I can tell you that this is a passion of mine, and I love trading more than most of my business ventures, even though I make more in those ventures. Our goal in all of these trading lessons is to highlight the fact that these tools are here and freely and readily available to us. Why not we just use them to our advantage? So if we would look at COP and see exactly what that is, we can do double analysis and say to ourselves, is this something that we want to buy? Or is it something that we want to short? Let me go to the Chipotle that I told you, or not Chipotle, Salesforce that I told you we'd be coming back to. This is the advanced analysis for Chipotle. They've been trending upward. They are practically 1.83% from their previous day. If we go to the KG chart, all of this is in green, so this could be potentially a buying opportunity for you. The SARs are showing that it's in its upward motion, so there again. The green look like it's approaching the yellow as its median line, so as long as that goes above that, then the trend may be very strong. And as it relates to the dailies, but in this volatile market, I would simply keep an eye on it for change. Normally when I put a position on, I use a 10% as a trailing stop for myself, so I probably won't get stopped out of this until, let's say, $8. So let's say about $71. This goes below $71, then I'll probably get out of the position. So I would set my resistant lines here, and we can go over to the Charles Schwab account and bring up the Salesforce company and see exactly what's going on here. So this is the candlesticks that we talked about, And for me, I would go to the weekly. I would set my support line at about 71.90, and I would set my resistance at about $84. So I know if I'm going long on Salesforce at this particular moment, should the market go against me at 71.90, I know that would be my time to exit that position. But we can get into all of those avenues a little bit later on and see exactly where that takes you. So this is my time for today, and I hope you got a lot out of understanding out of our watch list. How did we find the price channel? Those are just, I didn't calculate that. That's a built-in tool built into the software itself. I just highlighted the price channel percentage as a symbol within my watch list that I was able to recognize the flow of money going in and out, because money changes the volume changes the price. So those are direct indicators that I like to use to get a better appreciation. Now, we can do some more research on CRM if you like. We can go to Charles Schwab and hit the research tab up top and see exactly what all their numbers are. You can get an idea of the industry, which is a business summary. Salesforce Inc. is a provider of enterprise cloud computing solutions, and all that would be good reading for you. Market Edge. So let's see. Their opinion is that we go long. However, this opinion was at $74.85. They're presently trading at $74, and this opinion was given to us in April 11th. So we can go through even further metrics from the third party of Charles Schwab, and it shows that the 10-day is sloping downward, the 21 days are sloping downward. However, the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average, we're above those lines. All right, and the weekly change was $2.04. So that's where we are right now with Salesforce. And so in the Market Edge opinion, my opinion would concur that we do a long trade on Salesforce because they are trending to the upside at this particular time, and money is clearly moving into them at this particular time. So thank you. That's my time. DeVaughn Dames from DeVaughn Dames International. Join us for continuation for our other podcast episodes. Thank you.